Our project, The Sex Appeal of an AI, will require 12 weeks of post-production to bring it to its complete form. Over the course of these 3 months, we will focus on several key aspects to ensure a polished final product. By focusing on editing, sound mixing, music, color grading, VFX, titles, and graphics, we will ensure that our project is a captivating and well-crafted cinematic experience. To expedite the post-production process, it is advisable to hire an editor as soon as the budget allows. By doing so, you can ensure that your first cut is completed by the time principal photography wraps up, significantly reducing the overall post-production timeline. To oversee the entire post-production phase, a post-production supervisor will be assigned for the entire 12-week duration. Our editor will have a dedicated period of 3 weeks for preparation and 10 weeks for the editing process. Additionally, the editor's assistant will have 2 weeks of preparation and 10 weeks for editing tasks. In order to facilitate a smooth post-production workflow, we have allocated $1,000 per week for 10 weeks to cover all editing equipment rental requirements. Furthermore, we have allocated $3,500 to cover expenses related to the continuity script, which is an essential component in maintaining consistency and coherence throughout the film. In film production, a continuity script, also known as a script supervisor's script or a continuity log, is a detailed document that tracks the visual and audio elements of each scene. It is primarily created and maintained by the script supervisor, who is responsible for ensuring consistency and continuity throughout the production. While the primary purpose of a continuity script in film production is to ensure consistency and continuity during the filming process, it can also be helpful in the translation of movie dialogue tracks, particularly for subtitling or dubbing purposes. In addition to the editing equipment rental, we have allocated $400 per week for 10 weeks to cover the rental cost of our editing suite. This ensures that we have a dedicated workspace equipped with the necessary tools and software. To facilitate the post-production shipping logistics, we have allocated $1,500 to cover the cost of shipping materials, files, and other related items throughout the post-production period. We will set aside $150 per week for 10 weeks as box rental expenses. For the editing department, for the front title, we have allocated $12,000 to ensure a visually appealing and captivating introduction to the project. This amount will cover the necessary design and production expenses. Regarding the end titles, we have allocated $5,000 to create a professional and comprehensive listing of credits. This will include the names of the cast, crew, and other contributors involved in the production. Given the early stage of the project, we have allocated a lump sum of $30,000 to cover the music requirements, which includes acquiring the necessary music licenses and compositions. This budget is designed to adequately cover all expenses related to the music package, ensuring that we have a wide range of options to choose from and securing the rights to use the selected music in our project. When acquiring rights to the music, it's important to consider that using a song performed by the original artist will generally be more expensive compared to using a cover version performed by a different artist. This is due to the additional licensing fees and royalties associated with using the original recording. If budget constraints are a concern, exploring cover versions or alternative renditions of songs can be a cost-effective solution while still maintaining the desired musical atmosphere for the project. Similarly, for our sound mixing needs, we have allocated also a lump sum. $40,000 will be our budget for a comprehensive sound package. This budget will ensure the highest quality sound mixing and audio production for the final product. When choosing a sound mixing house, consider their experience, reputation, and technical capabilities. Look for a team with a proven track record and relevant expertise. Assess their portfolio and samples to ensure their style matches your project. Additionally, evaluate their communication skills, availability, and ability to work within your budget and timelines. By carefully considering these factors, you can select a sound mixing house that will deliver high-quality audio for your production. As we plan to incorporate stock footage into our show, we have allocated $7,500 to purchase the required stock footage. This amount will cover the licensing fees for the footage we need to enhance our production. Regarding insurance and medical requirements, we have allocated $300 per exam for 5 medical exams for our main cast members. This amount will cover the necessary medical examinations as part of our insurance obligations. Under certificates and royalties, we can add $10,000 for our MPAA certificate. The MPAA certificate refers to the certification provided by the Motion Picture Association of America, MPAA, for films released in the United States. The MPAA is responsible for rating and classifying movies based on their content, ensuring that audiences are aware of the film's suitability for different age groups. The MPAA ratings include G, general audiences, PG, parental guidance suggested, PG-13, parent strongly cautioned, R, restricted, and NC-17, no one 17 and under admitted. The MPAA certificate displayed on a film indicates the rating assigned by the MPAA, helping viewers make informed decisions about the film's content and appropriateness for different audiences. Furthermore, we are eligible for a tax credit offered by the state of California due to our use of state roads and land. We will add $15,000 as a tax credit to the budget, reflecting the benefit we will receive. These allocations and provisions ensure that we have the necessary resources and funds to cover the specific requirements of the project, allowing for a successful and well-executed production. And that concludes our budget calculations. We have reached the final item to consider for inclusion in our budget.